let's talk about fear. There's a lot of fear going on right now, especially the last handful of years. And what my guides wanted me to share is a series of videos to help you identify and understand what's going on right now and the importance of staying out of fear and where fear comes from and what you can do. So fear is never from your higher self, a higher power, God, source, creator, spirit, whatever you want to call a higher power. It will never speak to you through fear. It will never guide you through fear. Your guidance will always come through connecting to your higher self, which comes through your heart space. Fear is also used by the world controllers to keep you malleable and easy to control. So when we see things on the news, which is 100% owned by the world controllers, anything on the news that's bringing you fear, there's Hollywood movies, etc. The things that we see out there that are causing fear, it's 100% geared towards keeping you in a low vibration, number one, and making you easy to control. When you're in fear, it's very difficult, I would say impossible, to discern your higher self guidance. And that's the point of all of the fear-based things that are being pushed out there and happening around the world. When you're in joy, when you're doing things that bring you joy and that bring you peace and that make you happy, it's much easier to discern your higher self guidance. Your higher self will always guide you to your higher timeline and will never speak to you through fear. It will never speak to you through warnings, ever. Your higher self speaks to you through synchronicities, gentle nudges, soft voices, things like that. So when we're seeing things out there that are causing a lot of fear, what that does, part of the agenda behind that is to keep us in a fear, flight, or fight mode, so that when the news or anybody that's in control of this planet tells us to think something, do something, humans will just do it without asking. Look at what happened in 2020, 2021. When you're in fear, you easily and eagerly line up to do whatever the powers that be or the powers that were want you to do. This is the whole main reason these fear agendas are being pushed. Okay, so this is what my guides wanted me to share. When you're in fear, for instance, we're going to use a fear of a catastrophic event. Okay, say you're hearing out there that they're actually bringing in politics. Say, there's somebody who's going to get into the presidential chair that you don't agree with. First of all, politics is 3D. It's being used to divide people. Okay, it's not real. It's created by the world controllers. But if you're worried about who's in charge of your country, they're going to use catastrophic event as well, but if politics is one of them. When you're in fear, specifically about a catastrophic event or politics, start asking yourself, where does the fear come from? Okay, so we're going to use catastrophic event. What are you scared of? Start going down the list. Here's some examples. Are you scared of dying? Is there the fear of the unknown? Is there fear for others? Other safety, for instance. Let's go to fear of dying. They want you to peel back the onion. So when you're in fear and you peel back the onion, you identify, okay, the fear's coming from, I'm scared of dying. Keep going, peel back the onion. This is just an example you can use in your life in general. Well, where does the fear of dying come from? Well, I don't know what happens when I die. Well, I'm scared of the judgment, which usually comes from religious programming, right? I'm scared that I haven't done what I'm supposed to do. I'm scared that I've done things in my life that I'm going to be judged for. So where does the fear come from? Is it from a program? Does it come from trauma? Does it come from childhood? Okay, we'll go to this one, fear of the unknown. So let's peel back the onion. Where does the fear of unknown come from? What's the root of that? Because you're confused, you don't know what's going to happen because of religious programming, or you don't really believe, you're not certain that anything exists beyond this, right? Keep peeling back the onion. Maybe you're scared for others. If there's a catastrophic event, you're scared for others. Well, where does that come from? You don't trust that they will be okay, or you're worrying about your actions in this life. Like if something happens to somebody else, something happens to my family member or somebody that I've not been in touch with for a really long time, and I'm going to feel bad or guilty if something happens to them and I never got a chance to apologize or make things right? So where does the fear come from? You keep peeling back the onion, and what you get to when you peel back the onion is, for example, you're trying to control the situation. There's a lack of trust. There's a religious program that needs to be looked at. Maybe there's a forgiveness issue that you need to look at, forgiving others or forgiving yourself. There's anxiety about making mistakes that comes up. You're worried about letting other people go or letting others down. Sorry. So when there's a fear of something, it's not coming from your higher self. This life is one life in many, many lives. Your soul is infinite. Okay? Your soul will guide you to your highest timeline, and will help you and will guide you on your life blueprint with soul contracts you have with people, partners, and children. I'm a soul contract channel. I channel you the reasons for your experiences, why you're here, what you're meant to be doing, what your children are meant to be doing, the reasons behind their behavior, etc. You can check out my website for that. But your higher self is always guiding you in a highest timeline. It's never going to be through fear. It's going to be through synchronicities, nudges, doors opening, doors closing. So when you have a fear of something and you start peeling back the onion, this is an opportunity. Fear is an opportunity to identify something that needs to be addressed or healed. Because ultimately, outside of this realm, we are perfect. There's nothing to be forgiven for. There is no judgment. These are all human conditions or human things that we're taught in this lifetime. And this lifetime is an opportunity to evolve your soul, close karmic loops, and serve others from the wisdom and insight that you've learned over your life. So when you have a fear, peel back the onion, get to the bottom, and find the root of the fear. This is what they said that you can do to help start releasing this. This ultimately is to help prepare for 2025 and beyond, okay? As more things come up that are causing more fear, our guides, the beings, our higher self beyond this realm want us to be able to navigate with much more peace and serenity and calm. We're not meant to be operating from fear, flight, or fight and fear, okay? So get to the root and then journal where it's coming from. Where or when was the first time you had this fear? Where was the first time you had the fear of being judged? Where was the first time you had the fear that other people can't take care of themselves? Was it a child? When in childhood, did you have to take care of your parents? Were you the parent in childhood? Was it religious programming? Where was the first time you experienced where this fear popped up? List all the times that you remember having this fear. When did it pop up in your life? And then how is this fear serving you? What is this fear doing for you? How is it actually helping you in your life? Okay, journal what comes out on that. And then go down one layer deeper. It's time to release or heal that fear. Let go of the beliefs that are no longer serving you. What belief system does serve you better? So what belief system serves you better? Well, that when I die, because we're all going to die, when I die, there is no judgment. I want to live the best life that I possibly can. And knowing that there is no judgment beyond this, that motivates me to be the best person that I can be, just for my own life, not because I'm being judged, right? Or what serves me better is to trust that everyone is looking out for themselves, right? So if you have a fear of other people, what's going to happen to other people, I trust a belief that serves me better is trusting that everyone is doing the best that they can for themselves and that they're all on their own path and that they're empowered to make their own decisions, right? So what belief serves you better? And then when you find that fear pop up or any fear pop up, immediately replace it with the belief that is better for you, right? That is going to start to rewire your subconscious. Everything in your mind, all the decisions that you make based on your mind and what your mind is telling you to do is based on very limited programming, based on your experience in your life, based on your specific belief systems. Everyone else has different experiences. Everyone else has different belief systems, and you can rewire them. You can change the way you think and the way you show up in your life. And this is the way that you can do that, so that at some point down the road, if you follow these directions, the fear is going to subside. You're going to be much more empowered to operate your life from a place of, empowerment. You're going to have much better, more opportunities to operate your life from a higher place of empowerment. And fear is no longer controlling you, and you can start to see and make decisions that are best for your higher self, or best for you coming from your higher self, and experience much more joy and identify and feel and follow the nudges that your higher self is giving you to align to your highest timeline. Are you supposed to move? Are you not supposed to move? Are you supposed to leave the job? Are you supposed to stay? When you're in fear, you're not ever making decisions that are going to be in line to your higher self. I hope this helps. Drop your questions and comments. Follow me on YouTube just in case it's a backup, and I'll see you in the next video.